Welcome back, everyone. My name is Eric Yue.
I'm Lance Birley.
And as part of YÜEBIR, we are going to be talking today about independent work and student films. We're going to call it indie work just for short. Start the timer, 1 minute, after which I must change topics. There we go. So the main two reasons you want to do indie and student work is one, you want to get some demo reel, and two, you want to build your resume. As new actors or even sometimes experienced actors, you just want your resume to look like a huge list of things that you can do and accomplish, and one of the ways to do that is doing indie and student work. There's also other experiences you can gain from doing student work. One of them is audition experience. The more things you audition for, the less likely you're going to feel nerves when you head out to the next audition. This is the same and true for everything that we do in life. The more practice you get, the more comfortable you are. So auditioning is one of those things. Another thing is script experience. You've booked the role, now you've got a script. You spent all your time in class getting these little excerpts of script, or pages 21 to 22 that you're going to read with your scene partner. Now you're given pages 1 to 30, and you're going to read the whole story, not just the parts that your lines come in. You're going to learn more about the story and the characters and the roles and all the interactions and all the relationships, and then you're going to apply that. And that getting that script experience is really, really useful, and you can do that with indie and student work. What other experiences can you get?
Well, you can also get on-set experience, which is really important. You know, right now you've probably been in class, you've been doing some scene work with your partners, and now all of a sudden there's a crew, there's a camera guy, director. You don't want to get the director mad at you. I hope they do this right, you know. So to get that experience in maybe a smaller environment before you make a big leap to a TV show or something like that, it's pretty important. You know, get all those jitters out of the way. You know, what's that guy doing? Who's staring at me? Why there's so many people? You know, and the other thing is camera work. All of a sudden, you know, you go from a little camera in class to this big thing rolling in on you, and it's, you know, the lighting and they're hot, and you're thinking, you know, what about my performance? You're trying to get a good performance with all these distractions. So it's a great way to kind of, you know, do a few takes of that, get that out of your system. You know, I've done, I don't know, about a dozen indie films and student films, and, you know, it's made me a lot more comfortable being on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 minute, look at that, consummate pro. Networking, one of the things you want to do when you're on set is network with people. Part of that is being professional, just showing up, doing your best, always being polite, easy to work with. That is networking. And why do you want to network? Because you don't know where people are going to be in 2 or 3 years. You don't know what sets and what projects other people are going to be involved in. If you can show up to set and you're professional and you're polite and you're easy to work with, and you make that impression on people, when they go to work on other projects, whether it's a director or it's a writer, and they go, who was that person that we worked with? Do you remember? Oh, Lance Birley. That's who it was. He was great. He was professional. He worked hard. He was so nice to work with. Let's give him a call. I think I got a role for him. That's why you network, because you really want these opportunities, and we all know that this is an industry of where being at the right place at the right time, or knowing the right person at the right time. So work hard now, be professional now, and maybe in 1 or 2, 3, 5, 10 years, it will pay you back, because these people will be in positions where they have more influence, and they will remember you because of how great you were. 1 minute.
Other things you can get, different experiences that will happen if you do several films, is you may be, like I said, get a small crew, small set. You know, I've been in a scene where it's just this little sort of bathroom, and it's like 4 people jammed in there with stuff. And I've been on a set where there's 40 people. You got your own change room. They bring your clothes to you. They got makeup. They're taking care of you. You're pampered. You know, so each experience is going to be different. Just be ready. Don't you know, be a diva. Just take it all in. It's all learning. It's, you know, I remember I was on that set. It wasn't great. This set was awesome, you know, and just, you know, you get used to all size crews. You know, you're working on a big 35-person crew, and you're like, everyone's staring, you know. You need to block that out. And, you know, doing these things helps give you experience in that regard. So make sure you do them.
Where do I find these opportunities? Where Lance and I looked for a lot of our student work was Vancouver Actors Guide. If you Google that, it will come up with the page. They list a whole bunch of stuff that's located in the Lower Mainland in Vancouver and surrounding areas. Facebook groups, there's a huge plethora of Facebook groups you can join. They're always posting casting calls and different projects, indie work, both indie work and student film. So that's great as well. BC Casting Call, Vancouver Casting Call, Vancouver Island Casting Call, and once you get connected with one group, you'll get suggested for all these other groups. So there's a huge number of places you can find student indie work. If you're looking for sometimes student work, sometimes professional work, Actors Access, Casting Workbooks, and Casting Networks are all tools that your agent, if you have one, is currently using to find the work that's local to you, or maybe work that is relevant to where you are in your work experience. But yeah, a whole bunch of different places to look. If there's something that we can leave you with, it's definitely get involved with indie work and student work. There are amazing indie projects out there that are totally worth doing and worth doing for free. As an actor, you want to be involved because you're like, this is going to come out great.
I remember why you're doing it. These are stepping stones to building your craft, so stick with it.
Yeah, and thanks for visiting us again. We'll be coming out with new content very shortly. We hope to see you again.